Darrel Brooks is the black dude that was there was like I forgot, I don't know what was going on. It was a concert, a festival. I don't know where he was at, what was going on, but he was amongst a crowd of people, and to the point where he started running over innocent people. Yeah. Now this dude, he killed 6 people and he injured over 60 people. All right. Now he was in court the other day. His name is Darrel Brooks. He was in court the other day. Obviously they found him guilty, but it's the funny thing. Brooks was in there representing himself. He was in court representing himself and stuff like that. I don't know if everybody's seen it, but he definitely, it's a shot in the dark. At the end of the day, he knows he was going to get, charged for it. He knows he's going to get charged. Yeah. He knows he was not going to beat that case. So he just had to go out in style, right? Yeah. When you're in that position, more than likely, he didn't have no private lawyer. So if you don't have a private lawyer, sometimes you're even better off. Though it sounds crazy, you better off representing yourself, to be honest with you, because when you have a government provided lawyer, they are working in cahoots with the state. Keep that in mind. That's why they call them state pretenders. All right. State defender, that's a state
public
pretender. Public pretender. All right. So the public pretender, they're working in cahoots with the state. A lot of times you see lawyers when they're bargaining with the state. Literally, this is how it goes. Yo, you gave me the last case. You owe me one. You could be just a sacrifice for the prior case, right?
Sacrificial lamb.
You're a sacrificial lamb. They're making deals based off of prior cases. It has nothing necessarily to do with you. It doesn't automatically have to do with you. It doesn't have to do with you. It doesn't have to deal with you in your entirety of your case, right?
Exactly.
It could be something, a prior case before where he owes him a favor. And the favor might be to get you off on the case or get your charges reduced. Or it might say, you know what? I need him. We need him.
Yeah, we got
to take him to custody. We got to hit him with these these years.
We got to get him, and I'll get you this one next time around.
Facts. That's how it goes. All right.
Be like, wow, we are the new baseball cards and football cards and basketball cards for the state and the public defender.
I like the way you put that. That's a dope analogy. All right. So that's what's going on. It's a bargaining table. When you in court, just recognize when you're in court, that is a bargaining table. All right. The judges are in cahoots with the state and the public defenders. All right. They're all in cahoots. Now, sometimes, once in a while, you'll have a state defender. It's rare, but he might be in your best interest, right?
Yeah,
because some of them are rebellious and some of them
are young and new.
In my case, I had a black man that was an older gentleman. Some of them plan on going private anyway, so they don't plan on working for the state.
Right.
But see, the problem with the state defenders, a lot of them are trying to become DA. They want to be prosecutors and stuff like
district
that.
Attorneys and stuff like that.
They want to be judges, so that's why they're working in cahoots with the district attorneys. All right. So that's a bargain table. So Darrel Brooks, basically, he got. This is the funny thing. Darrel Brooks got 6 consecutive life sentences, right? Now, with that being said, before I even get into that, I think the judge had kicked him out of the room because he was disturbing the courtroom at one point. So the judge allowed him to come back inside the courtroom, right? Now, as the judge is reading off the charges, and this is hilarious, I'm about to get into the charges. As the judge is reading off the charges, Darrel Brooks had this paper in his hand. He was going back and forth with this paper. Now, I was under the interpretation that he's trying to fool the judge. He's trying to act like he's not in his right state of mind. And I think he tried that, but it didn't work to his defense. The judge found him to be what do you call it? When you have all your screws? Competent.
You're competent to stand trial.
Yes. He deemed them competent
to stand trial. Right.
So with that being said, the judge allowed him back inside the courtroom. And then he went to waving his paper. So he's trying to wave the paper, trying to give the impression that he's lost his mind, what have you. But the funny thing was, he didn't open his mouth not one time. So I like to say some people are crazy, but they ain't stupid. It's a big difference between crazy and stupid. You see, Kanye West, people say he's bipolar, but Kanye West is not flipping out on his family members. I don't see him just out of nowhere just start cursing out his family members. There's always something that's significant, something that's factual behind it. There's something that's valid. There's something valid behind his ploy, or behind his objective. There's something valid behind it. It's never out of nowhere with Kanye West is just not. Most people I know bipolar, they get mad over the simplest, tiniest things. And that's not what I'm seeing in Kanye West's case. So when the people are saying Kanye West is not in his right state of mind, he's crazy, he's bipolar, or he need to be on his meds. Kanye West, I think he hasn't been on his meds for over like 5-7 years. I think he said 2015 or 16 was the last time he was on his meds. So with that being said, Kanye West, he doesn't want to take that medicine because once you take that medicine, it makes you start moving slower, right? And mentally, you'll never be the same after you take so much of that crazy juice. You're not going to be the same. So that's what Kanye is running from. All right. So shout out to Kanye West. And like I said, Darrel Brooks, he got sentenced 6 consecutive life sentences. Not concurrent, consecutive. Yeah. All right. And the judge read out every single sentence back to back. It was funny. I ain't gonna lie. Though the matter was not funny, shout out to everybody that was involved in that situation. Condolences to all the victims that were involved in that situation. Because ain't nobody laughing about that. What bruh did was foul. All right, beyond foul, for lack of a better term. It was malicious. All right. Lack of a better term, because I know there's even worse words. I wish I could find the words, because it was worse than malicious what he did. All right, because he killed 6 people back to back and injured 60. Yeah,
that was atrocious, man. That was
atrocious. I like that. I can run with that. Atrocious. All right. So with that being said, he got 6 consecutive life sentences, and then he got 17 years and a half, damn near, for every person that he injured in that process. All right. So there was 60 other people.
I think that was like almost a 700 or 70 something.
It was 700. I got it written down here. Wait one moment. I got it here. I did the math, because once I was thinking, I was thinking like this, like, okay, we used to live for 1,000 years. So at first, I was telling my dog, I'm like, damn, even if he was a human from back in the day, he still wouldn't see he still wouldn't see daylight. But when I did the calculations, he probably would have had 100 years left on Earth if he was living.
A little bit of time left. He probably would have been crawling, but he would have had.
All right, so this he received 6 consecutive life sentences with an additional 762 years in prison. 762 additional, 6 life sentences with an additional 762 years in prison.
Is that even? Yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy.
I guess it's appropriate. It's appropriate for the law, but to actually see that on paper, be like, come on, bro, you ain't gonna live this season.
It was ridiculous. It was dumb. It was like, God, remember, she called out every single year. Like, she called out every single person, victim, rightfully so, or dead. All due respect.
Yes.
Facts. She called out every single person that was a victim to Darrel Brooks. So that alone took about 30 minutes, just hearing the shout out every single person, right? And rightfully so. Like I said, condolences to the all family members that lost people in that or were injured in that event, right? But she called out every single victim, and it was to the point, like, I was like, damn, what was she like? I get it, but it didn't make no sense at the end of the day. Don't shoot the messenger.
Don't shoot the messenger.
I'm gonna be real with you. If you ask me, it didn't make no sense. That don't make no sense.
It not make no sense, but it still makes sense. Cause why? Remember when them Stoneman Douglas kids got killed? Every single one of them had to get called out, even the ones that got injured. The 17 that got killed and the 17 that got injured. You see me? So that had to, I guess it's their way of what we saying, solidifying justice, I guess, when they call these people names. You know what I mean? I already know it's a bit much, but justice will never be done once he wasn't sentenced to death. You know what I mean? So sentencing a man to 760 something years. Yeah, man, I don't get that part.
I didn't get it. And the whole thing was, okay, even if she would have gave out a 17, but it's the way she just read out loud all the years, consecutive. Like, even she was like, okay, I'm giving you 7. The last one, this is the irony, this is the funny thing. And she gave him an additional 9 months. She said, you're getting 9 months for this. So reading off all these charges, it was like, okay, I get the impression you're trying to leave. I understand the embarrassment that you're trying to make this man endure. I get it. But it was ridiculous. ridiculous.
That man probably went to sleep on them charges.
He was actually like, he appeared to be sleeping, because you
not
know
at all.
when you go into court, you sleeping. You listen, when you go into court, when you in jail and you go into court, you on the paddy wagon. You know what I mean? You're not getting no sleep. You're going from facility to facility. You're sleeping standing up half the time, or sleeping sitting down. You're not getting a comfortable
up early in the morning.
Early 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, getting woken up to go to court. All right. And like I said, you're on the back of that paddy wagon, constantly in uncomfortable, handcuffed in an uncomfortable position, sitting in an uncomfortable position, sleeping in an uncomfortable position, constantly. You're getting like little spurts of sleep, little glimpses of sleep. You're sleeping for like literally stand up, sleeping for like 10 minutes and waking back up. That part. So that's the excruciating experience that you experience when you go into court, when you're incarcerated. All right. So that's ridiculous, man. Darrel Brooks, but at the same time, like I said, condolences to all the victims. Darrel Brooks, hey brother, you definitely not gonna see the light of day.
Yeah,
no
man.
time soon.